Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena. For those of you who don't know, for those of you who do know, welcome back. How you doing? I'm glad you're back. Okay, first things first, why I've been in my hair. One of the reasons is because I refused to do another video with that damn pimple on my chin, and it's still there. Like, the mark is still there. I'm just fed up. That was one reason. The other reason was, ever since allergy season has kicked in, I don't know what, I'm gonna say it was Trump, but I don't know what they put into the pollen this year. My allergies have been insane. My eyes were extremely swollen. My nose was looking crazy. Everything was just going left. So it just wasn't the time for me to film. Before you guys go, before the video even begins, I am going to need you to press that subscribe button, like the video after you watch it, and please turn on your post notifications so you guys don't miss any posts when I post them up. So yeah, I'm vibing with my bun. No, because this is my yo tengo cosas que hacer bun, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be doing my eyebrows with 3 different products. We're gonna be using an ABH Brow Whiz, which is just a regular brow pencil. You can find this at Sephora or Ulta, it's all the same thing. And we are also going to be using my Brow Duo, which is just a brow powder. It's soft brown right now because I was blonde when I originally purchased this. And I don't know, like, as of lately, I'm still kind of doing the soft brown thing just because I just feel like sometimes medium brown is too dark. And then I'm also going to be using my ABH pomade. It's just a regular waxy kind of looking, you know. This color is also in the color soft brown just because, like I said, this is what I was using when I was blonde. I do have medium brown, but I don't necessarily use that. We're just going to be using 2 types of utensils today. This spoolie. I think I speak for everyone when I say we all have the same ABH brush. Yeah, it all faded off, so I can't even tell you what brush it is. Just know it's from ABH. And then we are going to be using regular e.l.f. spoolie. It's nothing crazy, it's just e.l.f. spoolie. I bought this at Target. I got it just to have another spoolie because I use a lot of brow products. Okay. I figured for this video you guys would probably want to see everything pretty up close, so I didn't do anything crazy with my face. If you guys would like to know what I have on my face, I will have it in the description box. But you know, my makeup routines are not repetitive in the sense like that I use the same things, but I kind of do the same steps, so I figured it was pointless to put this in the video. And this is usually like my everyday glowy look, you know what I mean? Like my grab and go. I'll make a tutorial one day with my grab and go, but as of right now, let's talk brows. Ooh, that's a little close. I've never really used my camera this close. I'm still kind of getting into the whole filming thing and figuring out camera settings and stuff like that, so bear with me. First, I'm gonna take my dip brow, which is in the color soft brown, and I'm gonna use my ABH spoolie brush. Okay, I dip it in, just like boom, you know, nothing crazy. First, I kind of like lightly scrape across, and I'll lift a little bit, like my eyebrows. Like, I'll just go like this, just so that I can see a little better. And I follow the line of like my hair that's under, so of course these shady ass eyebrow ladies, they always cut a little too much, you know. They always cut like right under there, and it's like, why you cutting my brows, sis? Did I ask you to do that? Like, you know what I mean? And then what I do is I just kind of, with no extra product, I just kind of sweep. Like, I look back and I'll be like, alright, there. You see right there, there's a little bit of like spots that are missing. And I don't know if you guys can tell just by the hair that's on my face. You can literally see exactly where my brow would be. But of course, like I said, my shady Indian lady definitely, you know. Don't overuse with the dip brow because you can end up with Nike check signs for eyebrows, and that's never okay. Nothing bothers me more to see people's eyebrows looking crazy. Like, nothing bothers me more than this at all whatsoever. Exactly where my arch is at, and just do you see how it kind of creates that shape? And then we'll go down a little more. And you always want this to be more or less, this right here, this always should be like an angle. It should be like a real thin line. It should never be just a cut off brow. So you see how it's a little chunky there? You can visibly see how chunky it looks you can literally just take the spoolie and brush the product through, just to make it even, and you know, it doesn't look too insane. It just looks good, you know. I'm all brushed up now, right? You can kind of see the formation of my little tail going on back there, and then this is the front of brow. Now the front of the brow right here is like the most important part, only because this is the part of your eyebrow where you can either overdo or underdo, and you don't ever want to overdo in this part of your eyebrow because it's supposed to look natural. Like, yeah, I understand, I get it, you know, you're wearing makeup and you can obviously tell that you're wearing makeup, duh, everyone can tell you're wearing makeup, but the point is to still kind of look a bit more natural. So what I do is I'm gonna go back in with a little more. I'm going to push this dip brow up like in a motion of a hair stroke, just like that, and I don't know if you guys can tell, it just starts looking way better. I don't need to fill it that much. My natural brows are actually pretty full. And you see how it's like a gradual fill. It's not over the top, it's not doing too much. It's literally right in the middle of that. So I'll do my brow just like this, and then I'll slide it up, and then what we do next, which is the most important part. A lot of people don't do this, but you guys already know how I feel about what a lot of people don't do. So I'm going to be using a brush like this. Yes, it's dirty. Yes, it's a little beat up. But this is my little beat up brush that I love to use. So I'm going to use this one. And then I'm also going to be using my Makeup Revolution concealer. And I'm going to carve out my brow with this. I'm going to take the brush, dip it into the concealer. I'm going to double coat it. And then we go in right here. So you'll start off at the brow. It's very crucial though that you guys understand that you need to clean up your brows, because this is a clean brow, obviously a shaped brow as well, but this is a clean brow and this is an unclean brow. Obviously you can see the hairs and stuff, but like cleaning up the brow literally takes out the shape, and eyebrows shape your face, so you want to make sure they look really good all the time. Now we're going to be taking my brow duo. This is in the shade Soft Brown. I'm gonna take that on my e.l.f. brush. This is, like I told you guys, it's just a spoolie. It's a regular spoolie. In this brow duo, which I love this about the ABH brow duo, is I have a brow powder from Benefit that also is in the same formation. Brow powders come with one side that's a bit lighter, and then it comes with the other side that's darker. So this side is meant more for you to shape out like the ends of your brows, and then this side is meant for like the front part, which we kind of did a shadow in with doing hair strokes. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with the darker side. Yes, it is a lot easier to fill and do with brow powder, hence I always use brow powder. If I don't use brow powder, then I'll use a pencil, but for the most part I really enjoy using brow powder, and it's very safe for those of you who are beginners and are just learning. I definitely recommend brow powder. I wouldn't tell you to use like a dip brow or a pencil, because believe it or not, pencils are also something that you need to master. So as of right now, I'm just taking the darker part of the brow duo and just filling in the part where I know for sure I don't want there to be gaps at. What I like to do is, before I get into this quarter right here of my eyebrow, I like to just start focusing up on the front right there. So here we're going to go in with that lighter side on this side, lift brow. And the brow powder is going to go on the same way the dip brow will go on. So just lift up and follow the line. And then you see that because the brow powder side that I was using was such a light brown, that it doesn't look too harsh in the brow. It doesn't look insane, like I added an insane amount of product. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, normally when I do my brows, if I'm doing the dip brow, I'll do the dip brow to like shape out the brow, and then I'll fill with the brow powder. But I just wanted to give you guys different methods of learning how to do your brows, because, you know, nobody's gonna do brows just, you know, one way. I'm still going in with that lighter brown color, just filling up, seeing where I might need to add a little more depth as far as like the product goes. And I'm also brushing, but you don't need to be as tedious with brushing this time around just because it's a powder, so you know it's falling in different places as it goes. I'm gonna go back in with the concealer. So I'm gonna show you guys a little trick that I like to do just to make sure that my eyebrows are the same exact. I do like a light, yeah, like so light that you should hold the brush like closer to the ends. Like you shouldn't even hold it close to the front because it's such a light line. See, and now this is kind of like my guideline. So this is the brow that already has concealer and I shaped out, and this is the brow that doesn't have it. So what I want to do is match them up, and I will do that using the concealer. So I'm going to lift again, pulling out of habit. You don't need to do this. And we have a brow. We have two brows. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but it kind of like lifts just a tiny bit, nothing crazy. Like you see on this side, it looks so full and so good, and this one looks full, it looks good, but like it looks like there's like a little piece there missing. And then that part that I'm talking about, I'm just gonna place right there. Boom. A little more at the top. We have ourselves some brows. Now, because I showed you the tutorial, you'll obviously be able to tell the difference between the two brows, or you might not be able to. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm not. I think they kind of look the same. I feel like I can get away with it. You wouldn't know the difference, right? Okay, so let's get this pencil rolling. I'm gonna be using my ABH Brow Wiz. I just personally think the Brow Wiz is a lot easier to use. I think it is a bit more flexible for the average learner or even just a professional. ABH also has a brow definer, which is just a lot more of a thicker pencil tip. And it's the same thing. It has a spoolie at the end. This is probably, oh, this is soft brown as well. Since we're going to be using two different pencils, I'll do one side with the Brow Wiz, and then I'll do the other side with the brow definer. Same thing, I'll do like a light line right across. But you see, the pencil being so small makes it so easy to do that line across and then just slowly flick up. I'm kind of satisfied with what the shape looks like at the moment. Let me go right there. I'm just taking the same concealer. And then with the angled one, you see how it's in an angle? So it's meant so that it's easier for you to, you know? So make sure the angle is facing towards like the front of your brow and it's in this form. Have that tip facing forward. And I'm just gonna... People enjoy the brow definer because it can fill your brows a lot quicker because the pencil's a little thicker. I think it's the same amount of time. I think it's definitely based on your preference and like what you like to use, because this brow definer is not shabby at all. I just personally like the Brow Wiz more than I like the definer, but that's just me. So now at the front of the brow, same thing, but this time I'm lifting up and I'm making sure that I'm following that line that I've already created. And then you can easily just start stroking up. Like I said, you guys, you see places where you want to add more, you add more. Me personally, I have very full brows, so I don't always do the most with my eyebrows. That's just me though. I don't recommend that you do the same if you know you have very sparse ones. So, looking thirsty right now. Wow. I need a bev. I need a whole beverage. Not sponsored, by the way. I drink a Marta every single day. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in for the last time with some concealer. Clean up under. Same thing, guys. Lift up. It's not a brow until you set it. This is the ABH Clear Brow Gel. Elf has a really good eyebrow setter that I use sometimes. Actually, I use that more than I use my ABH. I really use my ABH when I'm going out or if I'm going somewhere. Boom. I think we got us some brows. Now we are all browed up, guys. I'm feeling the brows. I mean, I'm gonna be taking them off right after this video because, you know, YouTube life. This one is a little more sleeker. It is a little thinner, and you know, this one's like not on the thick side, but it's like right there. But like we said, sisters, not twins, but twins as much as we can, okay? Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you come back for more. I am going to try my best to record another video to make up for the fact that I didn't get to record any videos prior. I've just been really busy, you know what I mean? Like, just busy, and it's a lot of work to film and set everything up and have everything set the way you want it to. So, you know, it takes a little time. Bear with me. I'm still learning. You guys already know, like, subscribe. Don't forget to come holla at your girl and put your post notifications on. Bye, guys.